Our objective is to attract a sufficient number of high-quality foreign direct investments and put Slovenia on the map of location attractive for investments, especially as RD hub, as logistics hub and green hub.
I believe Slovenia is really now on a hotspot, on a radar of foreign investors. I think that it is given thanks to first transaction which was done with Bank of America at the UTB, so a lot of institutional hedge funds, private equity funds woke up that transactions are being completed. A lot of privatization and other sales processes have been done as well, and I think that the rumor is spreading very quickly. So Slovenia, despite of its size, it is very attractive to an investors.
Like the general economy, in particular, many great companies are simply over-leveraged. And being over-leveraged means what's missing is the other piece of the equation called equity. So I would really love to get engaged into more Slovenian companies willing to talk about minority equity investments. Because while I may understand that the market for full buyouts is actually not here, which is fine, but you know, private equity is also not only about buying the companies, but also about supporting companies and injecting fresh capital into them. And that's something that I think, you know, so far has been largely missing, which definitely, at least I wanted to register my interest in such discussions.
Investors that I know who have been successful in making investments are almost universally happy and proud of the investments that they've made, and the investments have gone very, very well. But the bark, the noise that surrounds the transactions, the national agony in the newspapers for, against, so on, different politicians pronouncing themselves in favor, against, so on. That creates an awful lot of angst.
As a business person, when I come in and look for an investment or I'm trying to grow a company here, I really don't have time to mess about with culture or bureaucracies. I am there for one thing: to get income, to get a return on investment. The rest is another function. So anything that can help me quickly understand and become familiar with an infrastructure is a plus, So if you can give me a matrix or a person to hold my hand as I invest in the businesses in your country, you have significantly increased your competitive advantage over the rest of the European market.
Investors don't wait forever, and whether it's they're investing greenfield and looking to build up, or they're looking to do a transaction, they don't wait forever, and the longer it takes them, the less attractive it is. And Slovenia is in competition with a lot of other places where people can invest that honestly right now do move faster.
We are working in one transaction. We submitted the bid end of July, and it took the seller 8 weeks just to say, you know, we will consider or not. So really transactions are taking ages, and this sort of time is really critical because you are talking to international investors and they need to have a flow of transactions. So, and they cannot commit the money, they cannot commit 50 million euro with the bank and wait 6 months if the transaction will happen or not.
May I suggest that as one of your action items, as you extend the invitation for foreign direct investment, that you make yourselves more familiar, and I speak as an American, to the Americans. Tell us what we need to know and we can adapt, okay? So all we need to know as Americans, are we going to go into this athletic match playing football or playing tennis? That's all we want to know. What stadium? What will the stadium look like? Now, absolutely, we need financial outreach, we need legal stability, we need at least a clear definition of work rules, labor, etc. We need stability because, again, as a business person looking at bottom line profit and loss responsibility, I don't have time to deal with infrastructure.